Yo, g'day guys, welcome back to Arthur's Videos. Have I got a doozy for you guys tonight, or today, whatever it is, morning, afternoon, whatever. Before I waffle on, you know what time it is. Yep, it's Yumcha time, guys. Here it is. Here's my sponsored cup from everybody. Here's the triple. There it is. Look at that. Check that out. The bottle's going down and the weather is shit again. You know what I mean? Cracking it open. There it is there. We're going to pour a stiff drink tonight. Here it is here. Pouring it in. Oh, there it is. See? Check the Yumcha out, guys. Cheers. All right. Guess what? Mate, they hit the fucking spot, man. They really hit the spot. And by the way, guys, you know what the description is down the bottom? It's not a poker machine, all right? I was thinking about this, and I said I want to show you guys, when you buy shit, don't look at the outside. You've got to look what's inside. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? No, the lights have been on. You can see the shadow here. All right. So what happens is, the guy bought it from a guy he was operating. It was an operator operating, needed to get rid of it. So he got it, brought it down. He started putting it all together. And guess what? He copped it in the cooler, mate. He copped it in the cooler. The fucking thing doesn't fucking work. So, his name is Gino, you know. He's a compadre, you know. And he calls me out. He goes, hey, man, the game's not working. All right, let me come into my Ferrari. I'll come and have a sticky nose at it, you know. So I came in here, started looking at it, scratched my nuts for a while, and that. I go, are you serious? Mate, I'm going to reveal it. And this is what I just saw inside this machine, okay? Check that out. I'm going to do a drive-by shooting, okay? All right, get the tripod off. There it is there. Check out this, okay? Check the wiring out of this, okay? I know you can't sort of see it carefully. Okay, check that out, okay? Check this out, okay? All right, check this out. Okay, check this out. Look at the workmanship in this, okay? There it is there. This is what's inside a Daytona 2, okay? Have a look at this. You know, this is what somebody did, and he was operating it, you know what I mean? So at the same time, here I'm going across, one of the other steering wheels over here, he goes, oh man, there is no feedback. And I go, yeah, really? And so most of the time it packs up in these is there's a belt, the board in the back in that, which is normally packs up, I said, you know what I mean? So I said, all right, I'll see how I go for it, basically, you know, let me go around back to the tripod section. All right, so there it is there. So that's what I saw inside there. So I started pulling my hair out in that. So this is the feedback belt. There it is there. See the feedback belt? It's broken. It's easy. You undo the 5 bolts. No, 6 actually, 6. And you can take the steering wheel and you can sort of see it. There it is there, okay? There it is there. Check that out, okay? That was broken. And then the other one was, the brake pedal doesn't work. And I said, and he gives you this little plastic gear. All these little gears are swollen, have been chewed out. That's the pot, the 5K pot, okay? Mate, I'm putting the pot, you can't even turn. It's so seized up. Of course you're going to rip this out, you know what I mean, this. So, again, check before you buy something, you know. It's like a car. When you go and get a car, you don't look at the paint job, go, oh, man, the paint job looks awesome. And there's no fucking motor in the car, you know what I mean? You need to check that out. Oh, another one, where is it? Check this guy out, you know? Hang on, listen to this. Okay, that's me spinning it with it. Mate, the bearings are fucked in this fan. It was making squealing its guts out, you know what I mean? So I've got some new fans coming, and there's 6 of them up to put into this. Basically, you know, some of them are so caked up with shit, you know. It's these little things, you know what I mean? And there's a reason there's a fan in there is to keep everything cool so it won't overheat, you know. But this thing was making so much noise, it was actually on the steering unit, making that much noise, you know what I mean? But well, the original power supply in these guys are these. This is the brand. Hang on, there it is there, okay? All right, that's the brand, okay? Zoom in a bit better. There it is there, okay? These are quality power supplies. You know, a little bit of love goes into this and it'll keep going. What the fuck are you going to do with that? Okay, or that other one there, the fan sees up. What am I going to do with this? Okay, what do I do? I'm going to cut a loom up and do the terminal strip, start doing all that crap? No fucking way. I've got a special harness I'm making up to for that, similar to this, to that, okay? So I'll do that for him properly. I'm just waiting for the parts to come in, you know what I mean? But I thought I'd shoot you this video because I just want to show you guys, before you go out and buy shit, you know, check it out, man. Go and do your checkout, because if you don't check it, you're going to cop it in the friggin' cooler, mate, you know what I mean? But what he paid for this is not bad, okay? It's not bad for what he's paid off. It's still Daytona 2 and that. It's a Japanese one. It's in good nick and that. But again, just check basically whatever it is. These Model 3 boards, I think they're step 2s, they're getting harder and harder to repair. Yeah, that's what they look like, you know what I mean? Check that out. That's what a Model 3 looks like inside, you know? They're getting harder and harder to repair, you know what I mean? But again, if you still get bits and pieces for this, you know what I mean? But as I said to you, you know, check it out before you buy something. So, on that note, okay, cheers for watching my videos, you know what I mean? I'll do it for you guys, you know, at least it's not another poker machine. The old saying of mine is, you know, pinball machines, video games, and poker machines, and Dr. Love, you know? Thanks for watching my video again, guys. Cheers, man. Cheers. Share the love, man. Share the love.